With the recent release of the Amflow TL, some of you might have wondered already, should I go for the high-end sporty PR mountain bike or rather with the TL model, simply because it is a bit more affordable? This is what I will explore in detail in this video so you can decide which bike suits your needs better, the Amflow PR or the Amflow TL. On paper, these two bikes might seem similar, especially if you're not that deep into the technical e-mountain bike segment just yet. Both are full suspension bikes, so they have rear suspension and a suspension fork, come with the 800 watt-hour battery, which is removable, and both feature the new M2 system. So on paper, the differences might not be obvious right away, but you should still pay attention to a few things, because in my opinion, the bikes are actually completely different and intended for different target groups. Let's start here with the TL. In my opinion, this is primarily a trekking and touring bike. That's something you simply need to keep in mind, despite the 120mm suspension fork and the 105mm rear travel, which of course allow you to ride on lighter trails, but we can also see the area of use from the categorization. The bike is category 3, so it's not intended for heavy mountain bike use. And of course, thanks to the accessories, there are plenty of options to use it in the city as well. And that's really the key difference. The bike is designed with comfort as a top priority. Thanks to the handlebar setup and the short frame, your riding position is very upright and relaxed. It feels incredibly comfortable and effortless. Honestly, it rides exceptionally well. So which other features make the TL so suitable for touring and city use? Of course, at first glance, you have fenders, aluminium fenders, you have a rear luggage rack that can handle up to 27 kilos, and you can also optionally attach a front rack here. So you already have cargo space for luggage, accessories, and so on, whatever you want to take with you. In addition, you have a complete lighting system with the Avenox headlight in front and a rear light. You don't have that on the PR, for example. And you only have a 10-speed drivetrain from TRP that can be shifted electronically, which simply doesn't offer such a huge gear range, so it's really more for moderate use. But thanks to the power of the motor, the M2 motor, with its 110 Nm of torque, that's completely sufficient for the specific area where you're riding here. You also have mechanical Tektro disc brakes, which don't fall into the high-end segment, but are definitely more than enough for this bike. Now, compared to the Amflow TL, the Amflow PR here has a much sportier setup. Starting with the entire frame, which looks much more aggressive and sporty. We also have two equipment variants here, the Carbon Pro and the Carbon. Depending on which one you choose, you naturally have significantly higher performance components as well. First of all, you have a Fox 36 with 160mm of travel paired with 150mm of rear travel, which of course provides you with much more possibilities on the trail or in the bike park to master even more difficult routes. Plus, you have multiple options, of course, to adjust the bike, meaning everything is customizable. You have the option here to adjust the frame at 3 points to suit your riding style. You also have 4 different frame sizes here, whereas the TL only has 2 sizes that can be individually adjusted. It's a slightly longer bike, and it comes from the factory with a mullet setup, so 29 inches in front, 27.5 in the back. You can already see that this is really intended for sporty mountain bike use. It's also not as easy to directly retrofit luggage racks from Amflow here. There are options, of course, if you want to use the bike in the city as well, but this bike is clearly intended for sporty use and more trail power. It also costs a little bit more. You also have the Avenox headlight as well, that's identical. You also have the 800 watt-hour battery, which you can remove. The advantage here is that you can also use a 600 watt-hour range extender, whereas you can only use the 480 on the TL, so on the PR there are simply more options to increase the range. My final question, of course, are you more on Team TL for trekking and touring, or are you more on Team PR for sporty EMTB use? I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. You can find the bikes in our shop, of course. If you're interested, feel free to click through. I've linked it for you below. If this video helped and you liked it, please subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to welcoming you back soon for more exciting news about e-bikes.